The whole story in itself on this trip is a fantastic adventure. A week, and it's amazing in itself, a very Australian story. Coming from Perth, we've travelled with my dingo, and we're making a film with 3 dingoes, one from the west, one from the centre and one from the east. It's fast, it's magic, it's amazing, it's very Australian.
You can get black, you can get white, you can get cream, but they're all still purebred dingoes. Donna's 8 years old and she's a trained hearing dog. The dog's owner is John Hogan from Sydney, travelling on the Gan from Darwin down to Adelaide. And this dog here is Lindy, and Lindy's 14 months old and comes from Perth. So we can honestly say we're it's the east meeting the west, in the middle, in the centre.
The dingo is a dying breed. It is facing extinction. The laws around Australia don't coincide, they don't flow. In New South Wales and Victoria, it's prolific to have a pet dingo. You're allowed to have a purebred dingo and have it as a domesticated dog, which it should be recognised as because it comes from the family of dogs. It comes from Canis familiaris, which is the dog kingdom. It's not a wolf. It is our icon. It should be respected and given the same rights as all the other dogs in the dog kingdom are given. And that includes show and agility and competition. Not that I want to do that, but I think the dog deserves the same rights as every other dog. The governments in the states which ban the domestic pet dingo should change those laws to protect it and conserve the breed.
Under normal situations, dingoes would control the breeding, and that's done by the female of the dominant pair within a pack having pups. And if other female dingoes have pups, they kill them. And by doing this, they've maintained the strain, and obviously they can keep the numbers of the dingoes down during the lean times in line with the available food. And the problem we see now is with domestic dogs that may get lost, end up in the bush surviving, living with dingoes and having pups. They don't follow the hierarchy system. They don't know about this dominant male-female rule. So it's not just a dingo problem, it's a domestic cross. And that can be a major problem if the cross happens to be with a large, mean sort of a dog, and then you cross that with the cunning of a dingo and the hunting skills of a dingo, you've got a major problem. When I got him, he was, I should show you the photo there, he was just a 6 or 8 week old pup, found in the bush. His parents obviously took the poisonous baits, they died, and he with his brother and sister were found in a hollow under a sand dune out the back of the homestead. So I said, yes, bring it over and I'll take it off my hands. Now as he was growing up, I'd take him to Alice Springs in my car. We're going to Alice Springs to visit my family who live there, my daughters, my wife, and do the shopping, the banking, all those things. And the daughters were at home and they played very well, they played the piano very well. If they were at home playing the piano, he'd start to sing along. So he became a backup singer for the girls. And then out here, if people play the piano, he'd sing along. Then eventually he started to walk up onto a chair, onto the piano. And in more recent times, he started to move his feet around and actually play, so you can call it playing, and singing. And so at that point, he became a solo artist, Dinky.
I'd like to see all the laws around Australia flow, the same as New South Wales and Victoria, where they're recognised and you can have a breed domesticated dingo pet, but the other states around Australia have failed to allow that to be. So they're actually encouraging the destruction of the dingo.
With baiting and shooting and these sort of things which have been going on for a long time, in the bush they have a short life. But in domestic situations I've heard of 12, 15 and even one guy said he had one at 18 years old. So the problem here of course is I've got to live at least another 10, 12 years. But I guess during that time Dinky can learn a few new songs. These play, note play. Yes, that's right.